Hi and welcome to the Heat Seat. For today's show, we've got Danny Cash's Bottled Up Anger. Speaking of bottled up anger, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to my family for letting me do this show because I don't know if you know this, but when I shoot this show, I basically tie up the kitchen and this whole family room area for the afternoon at least. Take a look at these pictures here. I mean, you can see I've got lights everywhere, stuff duct taped to the wall and the ceiling, just making a general mess of things. Also, I'd like to thank them for keeping their anger in check when it comes to the dozen or so open bottles of hot sauce that I have stored in the fridge. I know you're not supposed to refrigerate some hot sauces, but I actually prefer hot sauce chilled because I think it brings out the flavor and heat a little bit more. But my mom, she's like, well, Jordan, why do you need, like a dozen bottles of hot sauce in the fridge? Why can't you just have one open at a time? And I'm like, no, mom, seriously, you need this hot sauce for meat, this hot sauce for fish, this hot sauce for steak, this hot sauce for meatballs, this hot sauce for pizza, this one for pasta. She just doesn't get it, but I know you guys do, you get me, right? Anyway, let's start with presentation. Well, as you can see, it's a pretty simple bottle overall. There's not a whole lot going on here. It says Danny Cash's Bottled Up Anger on the front here, habanero garlic hot sauce, 5 ounces. I'm not a huge fan of the graphical design. I mean, it does look nice, but I almost think it's a little bit too cheesy looking, but maybe that's part of its appeal. Here, it gives itself its own heat rating, which is unusual. It says, a sharp serrano lime bite with a smooth blast of garlic followed by a habanero backburn. It's actually a pretty appetizing description, but the strangest thing is that it gives itself its own heat rating, which is 7 out of 10, but I'll be the judge of that. So overall, I'm going to give Danny Cash's Bottled Up Anger 2.5 out of 5 for presentation. It's kind of cheesy, really. Alright, so let's unleash some of this bottled up anger. Well, that was without a doubt the most tightly wrapped bottle of hot sauce I've ever come across, but rightly so if it's, bottled up anger inside. Once you got it going though, it wasn't too bad. So it's just a matter of getting, your fingernail kind of under that first little bit there and then it's okay. Well, as you can see here, it's got one of those plastic spout things here to restrict some of the flow a little bit. But it looks like a fairly watery hot sauce actually. So this may not be too big of an issue. Let's see how well it pours. It actually pours out pretty well, so for functionality, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Now for the way it smells, it actually smells very good. It doesn't smell like a hot sauce though, which is unusual. It smells almost more like an Italian salad dressing, and in fact that's kind of what it looks like too, because it's pretty watery and kind of, almost herbal looking. There's a little bit of a backburn in there that you can, something hiding beneath that salad dressing-like substance that, well, maybe that's the anger. Let's give this a try. Well, I'll be honest, that wasn't what I was expecting. Well, first of all, the heat, it was there, but I really don't think it's 7 out of 10. I'd say it's more like a 5 out of 10 for heat, really. Flavor though, interestingly, it actually did kind of taste like Italian salad dressing. Now don't get me wrong, it tasted really good, just not what I was expecting. So picture a spicy, sharper, slightly more pungent Italian salad dressing, and you pretty much got Danny Cash's Bottled Up Anger. Now for flavor, I actually really liked it. I wouldn't really classify this as hot sauce though. I'd say like a spicy salad dressing. So if you are a hot sauce fan and you want to try this on salad to give it a little extra kick, then I'd recommend Danny Cash's Bottled Up Anger. The name's maybe a little bit misplaced, but hey, it still tastes pretty good. So for taste, I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. My name's Jordan Lee, and you've just been on the Heat Seat.